Oh, good evening, friends. Kuyan here. Today, I'm going to react Why Everyone Hates the Philippines by Rice Degree. And you know me, I'm a Gen Z Filipino. Yes, I'm a Filipino who live in the Philippines. A Gen Z, 21 years old. So it will be very interesting to see my views and thoughts. So hopefully, if this video is even correct in a way, so that hopefully it won't trigger our fellow Filipinos out there. And you know what? Every time there's a foreigner that mentions Filipinos, as a fellow Filipino myself, we always rise up. Okay, we rise up to the cause if we're mentioned. That's always the case. Here, I'm gonna call my duty to react this video and hopefully share some thoughts. Hopefully, let's get right into it.
The Philippines might be the most successful failed state in history. Dysfunctional government, massive poverty, and constant disasters. Yet some
disaster, huh? Yeah, it's pretty tough, especially for the island stuff too. And I guess Visaya. God, my English is so bad. Oh man, I'm full disgrace of my Filipino source, not even good at English right now. But yeah, usually it's pretty tough living here in the Philippines. Like there's a lot of poverty. Even my family is, who lives in the poverty. And I'm thankful for them to work their ass off to even gain some money for me to even go to college. And even have a laptop to even record this video to begin with. So yeah, I'm really grateful for my parents to even have that. For others, unfortunately, they got unlucky and got partially forgotten. They just drink and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it for them. I'm pretty sure I'm just pretty lucky, I guess, because of my parents. They work so hard and they're still together too. It's kind of crazy because I've heard a lot of stories of other a lot of my classmates too. Majority of their parents are not even together anymore. Crazy.
Somehow they've infiltrated every major economy in Asia. And that paradox, that's exactly why their neighbors can't stand them.
Really?
Welcome to Rice University, where we teach things they don't teach at Harvard, like why your Filipino nurse might secretly resent your Korean doctor, or how a birthday party almost triggered a diplomatic crisis that would make the Cold War look like a mild disagreement about pizza toppings. Today's lesson examines
why... I don't know that. I'm not a nurse, so can't guarantee that. But also, this is very interesting too, friends. Majority of our Filipinos right here usually do a lot of jobs outside of the Philippines because we're also good at speaking English, so we can understand a lot of English. And not only that, we're also just, we are pretty cheap labor. So yeah, slavery at best in 21st century. So I don't know how to feel about that. I'm pretty sure a lot of Filipinos nowadays is just trying to at least make some money. And unfortunately, a lot of us is also exploited outside of the Philippines. So you don't even have a choice. This case, you're kind of screwed. So yeah, sad.
The Philippines became Southeast Asia's favorite scapegoat. But here's what makes this fascinating. The hatred isn't actually about the Philippines. It's about something much more fundamental to how nations deal with their own...
I mean, everybody hates the government, right? Right?
...failures. So grab your notebooks because class is in session.
Okay. Manila hostage crisis? What is this about?
Let's start with the incident.
Oh, that one. Oh shit, that one. I was still a child when this happened, man. It's crazy what happened in this one. If you want to know, I'll give you a little bit of story about this. It is insane. But usually, the hostage that take this bus is usually a police too. He tried to hostage Hong Kong, Hong Kongers in this case. I don't know how to say in Hong Kong, so I do apologize, my fellow Hong Kongers out there. I do have a friend who is from Hong Kong and he usually live in, Great Britain. So I don't know why I even do that accent. But yeah, this was extremely terrible, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that died from this, and it was such a shit show. It was a shit show, a complete shit show, okay? Police were not doing everything. All the cameramen was everywhere. Even a camera, all of the the sniper above the buildings, and the hostage in this case, I guess the hostage takers in this case, the police that take the people here in hostage in this bus, have a TV so that he can see all of the cameras from all the snipers. It was crazy. Okay, this was just incompetence at this apotheosis. Like it's just the highest tier of incompetency. It's crazy.
All the ammunition they ever needed. August 23, 2010. Manila.
2010.
A dismissed police officer hijacked a tourist bus with 20 tourists aboard.
It was a dismissed police too, because he wanted to give back his, I guess, honor to be like a police in this case. That's why he take people in hostage. It was kind of sad.
He wanted his job back.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a simple demand, but his method was about as well thought out as bringing a gun to a pillow fight. Except somehow he still lost. The rescue attempt was a master.
I think he died in the end. He got shot by the snipers. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like the sniper even take the shot and killed him.
Class and everything not to do. Police tried breaking windows with sledgehammers, but bounced off like they were made of rubber. SWAT teams moved with all the coordination of a drunk spider trying to tap dance. Media cameras broadcast tactical positions live, basically giving the hijacker a free live stream.
This was like a comedy show. It's crazy how incompetent this was.
Of their plans, like some twisted Twitch stream nobody asked for.
Yeah.
8 Hong Kong tourists died that day. 8 people who just wanted to see Manila, but got front row seats to the worst rescue operation since someone tried to save a cat from a tree using a chainsaw.
Back in Hong Kong, people were angry. Dozens turned out to protest at the Philippine consulate, chanting they strongly condemn.
I can understand, man. If I live in Hong Kong, I would be mad too. It was crazy. As a Filipino, I'm even mad.
Condemn the government there for being careless about human life.
Hong Kong's reaction was swift and brutal. A black travel warning was issued, Philippine flags burned in the streets, and diplomatic relations froze solid. This wound still hasn't healed 15 years later. Every Southeast Asian nation watched that failure in high definition.
Crazy. They even bothered to animate a 3D opening for dramatic music. Oh my god, man. This is not a TV situation. This is not a cinema, This is a serious fucking situation. Get your shit together.
One tragedy became the lens through which every Filipino action would be viewed, like judging all of Italy based on one really...
As a Filipino, I do apologize for all my Asian friends out there. It was usually our fault. We take that as our responsibility. That shouldn't happen. That never should happen. That should have been safe too. That operated safely. But yeah, it was crazy. I do feel sad for the family too. That eight people that died from that bus. I feel sorry, man.
The bad pizza you had at an airport with pineapple. But if that incident lit the match, online gaming poured gasoline on the fire.
Really? Part
the
2.
Manila incident at an airport with pineapple. But if that incident lit the match, online gaming poured gasoline on the fire.
What do you mean? DJ report.
The Manila incident gave critics ammunition, but online hatred spreads like gossip in a Filipino household. Boot up any Southeast Asian game server, type PH in chat, and watch the mass exodus. Players vanish so fast, you'd think you announced a pop quiz. Filipino
really? I'm not like any other type of Filipino who played, I guess LOL in this case or Dota. I don't like playing like all those like games. I usually just love being passionate, like drawing art and stuff, and really making videos like this. I'm really passionate creating stuff, watching videos, watching YouTube almost every day. I do try to limit myself so that hopefully, I can create more of the stuff that I love making rather than playing any type of games. But if there are games that I would love to play, it's usually chess. That's it. I play chess.
Gamers use witness protection levels of identity concealment just to play Mobile Legends without getting cyberbullied by a 12-year-old from Jakarta. They're changing usernames, picking locations, all to avoid the scarlet letters P and H.
I don't even know this is a thing in video games because as I said, I don't play, Mobile Legends, MLB, Dota. I don't play those games. I love shooter games rather than those games that I know that can be addicting. That's why I kind of like distance myself when it comes to those type of games. I know it can be addicting, can be frustrating. The third thing is like it's out of my control. I hate games that is out of my control. I wish that I always want to be controlled, and if I mess something up, it's all on me. You know, I admit that I made the mistake from that game. That's why I really love chess. It's very humbling because if I play chess, you know, I win, did something right, I made something, I guess, coordinate my game, hopefully in this case. If I lose, you know, I messed up somewhere, and the player's just amazing at the game, you know, like I really appreciate like how people are amazing playing other games and defeating me. It's amazing feeling. Like I'm kind of grateful that there is a mistake that I can make and I can improve. Or sometimes some people just play better, you know, or you know, some people also cheat, but that's always 1%. Hopefully in my all of my games, hopefully majority of the time, much of the players are, you know, great and not cheating, hopefully.
But gaming discrimination is kindergarten stuff compared to real-world violence. 2019 Kuwait.
Really?
Jenelim Villavende,
Oh
a
my
Filipino
God.
domestic.
Oh my God, her. Oh shoot. She don't know, friends. Her body, he's basically taking advantage of by people, and her body was burned. Yeah, it was that violent. And I think her body was also stored in a freezer. Considering how violent this is heartbreaking, man. It is so sad. God bless her and her children and her family, man. This is it's so sad.
Worker was murdered and stuffed in a freezer.
Yeah, in a freezer.
2018, also Kuwait. Joanna Demophilis, found in a freezer after being missing for a year. At this point, Kuwait...
I don't know what's like Kuwait and Filipinos, man. Kuwait, do you hate us? Kuwait, come on. I have 2 friends in Kuwait, and both of them are women. And both of them are also artists. Incredible artists, too. But yeah, goddamn Kuwait.
Its relationship with Filipino workers makes toxic relationships look healthy.
The total ban on sending OFWs to Kuwait is still on.
The Philippines had to ban deployment to Kuwait. A government literally telling its citizens, please don't go there, they might kill you and store you with the frozen vegetables. Yet the narrative isn't about employer nations having the moral compass of a broken GPS. It's about Filipino desperation. Let's talk about why this happens, because it reveals everything about regional power dynamics.
Yeah, export. And that's usually like fairly common here in the Philippines too. It's almost like a culture even, like for you to hopefully just go to college and go outside of our country just to have some kind of job. I'm pretty sure a majority of like third world countries also have this type of mindset, you know. Because it's easy for us to, yes, it's more advantageous to go on a third world country for you to grow your, money in this case. It's kind of sad.
2.2 million Filipinos work overseas.
Yeah.
Their human export is generating $33 billion annually, the Philippines' largest economic driver. They're running a subscription service called Filipinos Plus, and every country in Asia has a premium membership while pretending they're on
The Filipino, I don't know this.
the free trial. Singapore's medical system would collapse without Filipino nurses. Dubai's service industry runs on Filipino labor. Hong Kong's economy depends on Filipino domestic workers, freeing up local workforce.
Really, I didn't know this. Also, it's kind of interesting because it's actually also difficult for third world countries to have like rich countries to have like third world workers, I guess in this case, because there's a lot of them that do everything you want, that pays very cheap. So if you're a company, you know, like, hey, you know, what's the point of hiring people who are from your country, but instead of this cheap, I guess, third world country people, you know, it's kind of crazy. Kind of like, it's literally kind of slavery if you kind of think about it. But, you know, at least some people get paid. I guess that's a win-win. But it is a lose for those rich countries who, you know, have unemployment. I guess unemployment rate always like, wow, stuff. Crazy.
These aren't just workers. They're the backbone of these economies.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy is staggering. Singapore restricts Filipino culture, while their hospitals would shut down without Filipino staff. It's ordering Uber Eats, then making the driver leave it outside because you don't want to see them. Malaysia complains about Filipino communities forming, which is like hiring someone, then getting mad when they exist outside work hours. These nations built economic models requiring
talk about racism, huh? The good thing is like that's why I love like Canada, because they always like they also prosper like Filipino culture and parades even. Like, I heard like a parade in Canada. It was actually kind of sweet to even include like Filipino parades and stuff. Unfortunately, there's also a tragic that happened there. There's a lot of Filipinos got like drove over by a madman. And the thing is like Canada also like expressed that and even talk openly about it. So yeah, thank you, Canada. But I'll still never forget the time that you gave us like container size, garbage. That was kind of crazy, man. It was kind of crazy story. I think it happened somewhere in 2015, I guess, 2010 to 15, where Canada like sent us like weird garbage, just literally garbage on a container came from Canada. So yeah, it was pretty weird. But hey, we forgive you, Canada. We love you.
Imported labor.
You're a
Then
homie.
blame the laborers for existing. Create massive demand for workers. Resent the supply. But nothing captures this dynamic better than the pettiest international incident since someone invented borders.
Culture in silence.
2014. Filipinos in Singapore wanted to celebrate Independence Day on Orchard Road. Singapore shut it down with the efficiency of an auntie claiming a seat on the MRT. The celebration got pushed to a sports hub, hidden away like an embarrassing cousin at family events. The message was crystal clear. Work here, serve us, but keep your culture invisible. Singapore's entire identity revolves around...
I also love like how our culture is really colorful. Like there's a lot of dress and stuff, especially from indigenous communities. So it's kind of beautiful actually.
being exceptional and
We're also like fairly open towards gay people, towards other type of culture and stuff. There's a lot of like diversity here in the Philippines. That's what I love about it. Like we're also diverse. We're open. We're kind of happy people. Our food is crazy. Okay, we cooking. I love all of our food, and that's really just what I enjoy. Like Philippines, it's a good place, good people, good culture and stuff. Very very colorful stuff, and the food is high quality. I'm pretty sure there's more high quality food outside of the Philippines. I would love to taste them. Food is always the thing that really warms my heart from each country. I think food really reflects the country as a whole. In my sense, that's why I love to taste like a lot of food countries. Hopefully in the future, if I can even travel to begin with.
organized, like that friend who color coded
So I do be careful because there are still a lot of criminals, and especially terrorists here in the Philippines. So if you're traveling here, keep in mind in that and hopefully do your research, because there's also a lot of foreigners that die here because of terrorists and stuff. Basically, mostly terrorists, I think, as I've heard a lot.
their bookshelf and judges you for not doing the same. Their country is smaller than most major cities. When foreign populations celebrate openly, it triggers existential anxiety, usually reserved for midlife crises. The online backlash revealed something deeper. Singaporeans flooded social media with complaints about Filipinos getting too comfortable. Some demanded fewer Filipino workers. The subtext, we need
Singapore? Come on, man. Why? Did you get your boo-boos hurt? Your emotions hurt? Aw, that is sad.
you, but wish we didn't. This wasn't about one party. This was about power, visibility, and whose culture gets
It's kinda
to
sad.
matter in public spaces.
Yeah, we know Singapore. You're rich, okay? Okay, rich king. Okay.
But here's where the story flips completely. The same countries supposedly hating the Philippines can't stay away. Korean variety shows film there constantly. Running Man visits the Philippines more often than your friend who found themselves in Bali posts about it. Japanese tourists treat Philippine beaches like mandatory pilgrimage sites for anyone who owns a camera. Chinese citizens ignore South China Sea tensions to buy Philippine real estate at rates that would make property agents weep with joy. Malaysian companies desperately recruit Filipino engineers. Indonesian hospitals compete
Damn.
for Filipino nurses like kids fighting over the last piece of candy. The disconnect is staggering. Online hatred versus real-world demand. It's the same as giving a restaurant 1 star on Yelp.
I think for me, it's also understandable for outside, I guess, in Asians. Like, if you are, like, I guess, in a rich country, like, you're basically an alien to them. And it's pretty offensive to see that, like, as a Filipino. But if you kind of think about it, if you're kind of like, I guess, an invasive species. That's probably an offensive term that I might be using. I do apologize that. But yeah, I kind of heard this more commonly a lot, especially like in America in today's world where Trump is like crazy about, trying to really deny a lot of immigrants coming to the country. Because I think they really just kind of stop the, I guess, prosperity of that country, and majority, a lot of people, main reason why they're also, they also like can't even like hired for a job because kind of pretty expensive to hire people within their country. So, so it is pretty sad and unfortunate, or maybe just some people, are racist or maybe hatred, It's easy to scapegoat other people rather than themselves, to talk themselves about their hatred. So yeah, it's pretty complicated.
While eating there every week. Social media algorithms amplify negativity because controversy drives engagement. Normal interactions don't go viral. Filipino destroys Thai player gets millions of views. Filipino and Thai have pleasant conversation gets 3 likes from someone's mom. Or what do you think of why nobody likes the Philippines? Most Southeast Asians don't think about the Philippines.
I don't even know that other country hates the Philippines because majority of my friends, even online, well, I guess we are within a community of artists. Usually, we don't mind each other, just like do our thing. I guess I'm never exposed to the other side, like outside of the art community or just community as a whole, that we hate other countries in here in Asia. But usually I even like expect like all of us like even like peaceful because we do a lot of trade and stuff. We even communicate a lot of our politics too. So we kind of just chill. We don't even argue. I don't even hear a news about like war and stuff, except like China. China is always like the biggest thing that always try to invade some of our islands here in the Philippines. But yeah, majority not. I've never heard anything. We're even like friends with Vietnam. So I don't get hatred. So very interesting. Since I'm, hopefully ignorant to this case, for my Filipinos out there, is this kind of true? Like, do you hear a lot of, well, basically this doesn't exist in our own country, but usually outside from countries, do you experience this type of, sad experiences? Because it's kind of like sad, man.
Enough to hate it. They're dealing with their own problems, like traffic jams that last longer than most relationships.
Yeah.
You son of a cabbage farmer!
So what's really driving these tensions? This is where it gets uncomfortable.
Game of projection. Really?
Every criticism of the Philippines reveals the critic's insecurities. Singapore's panic about Filipino workers stems from their demographic crisis.
Yeah, this is also the thing that I kind of try to explain this. So the word is demographic. I'm not yet, fully fleshed out from my vocabulary as in English. So that's why I'm still like good at English, but I'm pretty well versed communicating, understanding English too, because I watch a heck of a lot of YouTube. And hopefully the more I try to speak out of my, comfort zone, I don't know, I'm using words that don't mean anything. So that usually, I can improve the way I try to speak, because that's the only thing that's maybe preventing me from, I guess thinking some words. So yeah, the video because I don't know what else to say.
They need foreign labor to survive, but admitting that shatters their self-sufficiency myth. They're that person claiming independence while using their parents' Netflix password. Malaysia loses talent to brain drain because discriminatory policies pushed minorities out. Filipino workers fill those gaps. Acknowledging this means admitting policy failure on a national scale. Indonesia spent decades flip-flopping on English education, while the Philippines maintained a...
Damn, that's kind of a burn. And that's kind of a burn to Singaporeans. Crazy. For us, we kind of learn like English very fluently, France, because, US invade us fast. Don't even know that. Yes, American invade us in the past. Also, American kind of like save us in World War II too. So yeah, we're friends now. And US is kind of our big supporter. They actually like donate even through all disasters. So America is amazing. Like I love America. Even I love America. So unique of a country. But even though I know like a lot of people are, very mad in today's world, have like politics there that are very crazy. Some people got shot in front of their family. Sanity. Okay, Trump. I likes Trump. All agree on that. Except America, I guess. But yeah, even though how crazy they are, it's such an amazing country, man. Like full of diverse people, different state, with a different law. It's different. Okay, it's amazing that it's different. It's like no other country. It's crazy. Even though there's a lot of failures within that country too, like corruption and stuff, and the Epstein stuff. Yeah, and also Israel stuff. Yeah, and genocide stuff, supporting genocide stuff. Yeah, it is rough. But hey, no country is perfect, I guess.
American standards. Thailand's entertainment industry relies on Filipino talent they'll never credit. Vietnam competes for the same economic niche, turning potential allies into rivals. The Philippines becomes everyone's scapegoat. When your policies fail, blame the Filipinos. When your economy needs help, hire Filipinos, but you should complain about it.
Bro, we live in an island. We're far away from your country. Do you really want to blame us?
It's projection on a regional scale, avoiding mirrors like vampires avoiding garlic. But while everyone's distracted by manufactured drama,
it's kind of weird too, because I'm pretty sure the one who's making this video, he sounds like a Filipino, especially from his like accent and stuff, and the way he say, even his voice sounds like a Filipino. Sounds like he can sing incredibly.
Something unexpected is happening. The Philippines executes soft power through human exports, not government programs or cultural initiatives, just people. Millions of them change perceptions one interaction at a time. Filipino healthcare workers saved lives during COVID across the globe. 25% of foreign nurses in America are Filipino. That's generations of families with personal connections to Filipino caregivers. Try hating a country that kept grandma alive during the pandemic. Every Hong Kong family with a Filipino helper who became a family. Every Malaysian student was taught by a Filipino teacher who cared. Every Singaporean patient whose Filipino nurse remembered their name when doctors treated them like case numbers. These personal connections override political narratives. The Philippines plays the long game. While others build walls, Filipinos build bridges. While others protect culture...
we kind of like love connecting to other people, and it's kind of within our nature actually. That's so unique about Filipinos, man. We really love connecting to other people. We try to help them, and we don't expect anything that hard. Kind of crazy that people even hate us to begin with. Because in the day, we absolutely have nothing. Kind of like live in a third world country, and yeah, even I like have a passion to help a lot of people. I think it's just within our genes. We really love helping other people, making them smile. It's kind of interesting as a Filipino, man.
Through isolation, Filipinos spread theirs through integration.
Yeah.
It's cultural infiltration through kindness, and it's working. So why do some Asian countries look down on the Philippines? Simple. It's easier than examining their own failures. The Philippines represents everything that shouldn't work, but does. For example, chaos-beating organization, joy despite their poverty, and success, despite centuries of colonization. The Philippines refused the Asian development playbook.
Not to enslave.
Choose messy democracy over efficient authoritarianism.
Yeah, hopefully we can also like deny our past authorization. Like we have some authoritarianism, I think, in here in our Philippines. Yeah, it was crazy. It's actually the main driver, the main reason why we are poor right now, and kind of like emboldened corrupt officials here in our Philippines, and we kind of never recover from that. It was from the Marcos regime. I actually like learned the history of the Philippines. The Marcos regime in the past really just destroy our economy, man, and still never recovered till today. That's how crazy it was.
Picked adaptability over rigidity, and that terrifies countries that chose differently. Because what if they chose wrong?
Yeah, as a Filipino, I also love being different, man. Like all of us Filipinos, we don't actually have that one type of culture. But thirdly, too, I think that's also don't give us some type of identity. We're kind of American in a way. Like, we kind of have no identity to us, but except for a lot of like indigenous tribes and stuff. But yeah, we kind of never have like a rough culture. Like even if like I saw like a lot of Muslim here too, that they're kind of cool like to see them like with their hijab and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty very, very unique. So amazing like seeing a lot of Filipinos with extremely diverse belief and a lot of like stuff, even though like we said we don't almost have nothing, we just try to heal the world, I guess.
While critics craft superiority narratives, Filipinos keep building global lives despite obstacles that would break most nations.
Yeah.
The
Damn.
hatred isn't about the Philippines. It's about what the Philippines proves. That there's more than one way to succeed. That formal structures aren't everything. That sometimes beautiful chaos beats organized emptiness.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Also pretty artistic. Like a lot of Filipinos are pretty artistic too. Like even I am artistic. I don't know why. Filipinos are we are built different. We're creative. We love different stuff. We're happy despite of shit happening in our lives. We've tried everything. We cooperate to other people. It's crazy. We're built different. We don't like want to have success because success on its own. We love success through other people. Even in our culture, it's very funny, man. Like a lot of my, classmates in this case joke a lot, and they're barely connected. Except me, I'm just that different. I'm too different, I guess. While everyone has friends, I don't have friends. I'm fairly lonely, unfortunately. Oh, that's it. God damn. That's the end of the video, I guess. Well, let's actually double check. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Like, you at least have some kind of proper ending of your video. At least I know when to end it. God damn. Okay. So it's a pretty interesting video. You should like and subscribe it from, I think it was Rice Degree. Because I watched this on VLC, I download the video already because I don't want to watch this on my internet data because it can easily drain out my internet data and I have nothing to watch YouTube with. So yeah, friends, that was actually amazing. Like as a Filipino, really like shows a lot of like struggles that we also experience. Yeah, terrible, man. It's also like the struggles that I also like experienced too, and especially from my family. Like I'm just apparently lucky, I guess, to even like make a video in this case because not a lot of people have the opportunity to do that, and hopefully not even get some kind of money, I guess, in this case. And it's also amazing to have like the perspective to really just show like my side in this case, as a Filipino, to hopefully also make this video, I guess. It is pretty interesting. For all the fellow Filipinos out there, kudos to you. Kudos to you, kababayan. We will get this together. No, shit will happen. We'll always improvise, adapt, overcome. That's a Filipino thing, okay? Also, we need to sing better. I'm not actually a great singer, but it's a thing. It's a Filipino thing. We have to do it. We have to sing at the highest quality ever. But yeah, it's always like an interesting joke to have that as a Filipino. Also, if somebody mentions the Filipino, okay, we always rise up. We always click the video. 1 second if there's a Filipino existed on that video. So yeah, friends, thank you for watching. Yeah, and especially from my perspective too. Hopefully, don't forget to subscribe. That's all I need. Like, I don't need money. I don't need to. Hopefully, some kind of donations. If you do, I might think like how to hopefully gain some money in the future for this on YouTube. But hopefully, I don't want to. I kind of planned from my last video. I react on like my favorite YouTubers trying to like not allow donations, and I want to follow that type of belief that I don't want any type of donations in the future, so I don't really need money. I just need you to subscribe. But the second thing too is like, if I ever do need some donations, it would be some emergency stuff. That's the only thing that I will allow it. But majority of that, I think you can spend the money more better from other people. Like charities for your local stuff, or maybe more global stuff, or maybe buy some YouTube Premium, so that you can improve the YouTube ecosystem for everyone. See, even I'm helpful as a Filipino. I don't ask for anything. I just need you to subscribe. That's it. So yeah, friends, thank you for watching and good evening.